What's going on, everybody? I'm Blitz5, and in this video, we're going to take a deeper look at the magazine changes in PUBG Update 15.1. In short, the quick draw and extended mag have been given a buff, and the extended quick draw has been slightly nerfed. Here's what PUBG wrote in the official patch notes. If you want to have up to 60% faster reloads, take a quick draw magazine. If you want to have the highest magazine capacity, take an extended mag. If you want to have a bit of both, take an extended quick draw magazine. So to show off the changes, PUBG gave an example using the M4. So first we have the default magazine, which is 30 bullets, and then we have the effect of the quick draw. So it keeps the mag at 30 bullets, but now provides a 60% faster reload compared to a 30% reduction in the past. So this is a 30% buff. The extended magazine now gives 42 bullets instead of 40, so you get an extra 2. And the extended quick draw magazine remains at 40 bullets, but you also get a 15% faster reload. So like PUBG mentioned, a bit of both. But the extended quick draw used to be at 30%, so this is a 15% nerf. After the patch went live on the PTS, I wanted to run my own test to see the effects of this change in game. I found some interesting and unexpected results, which you guys are not going to want to miss. But first, I need to set a few parameters and explain how this works. To start off, I determined reload speeds by recording each gun with varying magazines in training mode. I put those videos into my video editor and trimmed down the animations. I chose to cut as soon as the player's hand came off the weapon and attempted to end in the same position. Because this isn't a perfect science, times can vary slightly when reproduced. Also, while doing this, I realized that most guns actually take longer to reload when the magazine is completely empty. For example, on our first weapon analysis, the M4, after reloading an empty mag, the character's animation recocks the gun, and when the magazine is not empty, the player's hand instead goes directly back into firing position, making it slightly faster by just over a half a second. So reloading an M4 mag takes about 3.217 seconds when empty, and just 2.65 seconds when not empty. So the major takeaway here is that for most guns, it is actually faster to reload when the magazine is not empty because of the cocking animation required when the magazine is empty. The Vector is one of the exceptions here, but the numbers are so close, it's not really worth noting. Going over the M4 stats, you can see the quick draw sheds a whole second off reload time, but it's not a full 60% reduction. Reference back to the patch notes where they said up to 60%, not at 60%. And as an FYI, all the weapons I tested were under 60%. But back to the quick draw, there's no denying now that it's worth picking up in game. The extended quick is almost at 14% and the extended is unchanged. Next, let's take a look at the SLR, which received the biggest benefit out of the weapons I tested. Reload speed with ammo remaining is at 2.833 seconds, and the quick draw cuts that number in half all the way down to 1.4 seconds. What's interesting here is that in this situation, the extended mag actually gives a benefit, and it's fairly large at 15%. This change could promote the use of using an extended mag over an extended quick draw depending on your preference. Additionally, this may be obvious, but I want to point out here that weapons with smaller stock mags gain more of a benefit with an extended magazine. Check out this chart showing the percentage increase of the old extended mag versus the new one. As a reminder, the new extended quick draw does not give a bullet increase, so you could also use this chart to compare the new extended mag versus the new extended quick draw. Next up, let's take a look at the Vector. As you probably know, the Vector has a fast reload time, and without any magazine, it only takes 1.8 seconds. Here we see one of the worst reductions by the quick draw at 23%, bringing down the total time to 1.4 seconds. Because of this, the meta for the Vector and most SMGs will probably continue to be the extended and extended quick draw magazines. The additional ammo is just too valuable for this weapon class. Also, it seems that weapons which have reload speeds on each end of the spectrum, fast or slow, were given less benefit from the quick draw update. For example, if the Vector was given a 60% reduction, its reload time would only be 0.7 seconds. On the other hand, the M249, which has one of the longest reload times in the game at 6.8 seconds, would be cut down to roughly 2.7 seconds, which would be insanely fast for an LMG. And you can see here that that is obviously not the case. The quick draw reduces the M249 reload speed by only 24% down to roughly 5.2 seconds. So while it's unfortunate that the quick draw is not as beneficial for the M249 as say the SLR or M4, it does get a buff in ammo capacity. The bullet increase for the M249 is at 10, while all the previous guns tested were given 2. Personally, because the reload time is going to be long no matter what, I think I'll be opting to use the regular extended and have a total of 160 rounds at my disposal. I would love to hear what mag you guys would use on the M249 down in the comments below. At this point, I've charted 4 popular weapons in each major category and tested the reload speed of a handful of other weapons. The data, while not perfect, definitely shows that the quick draw is worth picking up, but it does seem like the meta will continue to be the extended and extended quick draw magazines. So now what? Well, I also wanted to see what guns received a slight buff or nerf because of the extended mag increase. For example, weapons like the DP28, the Bison, and the revolver pistols don't have a magazine slot and therefore don't receive any benefits. In theory, I feel like this is a very slight nerf. Again, on the other hand, weapons like the M249, the Tommy gun, and even the P18C pistol received a slight buff because of their increased ammo change. For example, the Tommy gun, while using a regular extended, now has the most ammo out of any SMG in the game at 55, just beating the Bison at 53. Also, check out the auto pistol, firing a full mag with 30 rounds now instead of 25. Can you say more drive-bys, please? These are definitely some of the weapons you should try out in Update 15.1 if you haven't been using them lately. Not to mention the recent buffs to LMGs, including the M249 and MG3. These are definitely going to be worth picking up. And SMGs just received a slight increase to the headshot multiplier. And if you happen to be wondering what happened to other weapons in the game, like the Mutant or the VSS, they only received a 2-bullet increase, which was the case for most weapons, with the exception of the S12K, which only received 1. Lols. Well, that's it for me. As a reminder, this data is not perfect, but I think the overall concept is here. This video took a long time for me to produce, so if you enjoyed it, please hit the like button, and if you didn't, please hit the dislike button if those things still exist. As always, you can catch me live right here on YouTube or at twitch.tv/Blitz5 and friends. Thank you all for watching. I am Blitz5, and peace out.